You have a wonderful presentation for us today.
Hopefully. I know that you have a lot of questions. So let's see if I'm with someone that can give you the answer.
If we're lucky enough, this man will be able to answer the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hand it over to you.
I'm definitely not the person.
I'm just here to support the questions. Okay, I'll hand over to you.
Okay, maybe we'll start with a presentation about the bottle, and then that we decided to call Decoding Hydrogen Water, CellPower Hydrogen Bottle. So maybe by the end of the presentation, all the questions that you have, we will be happy to answer. So, Nuno,
yeah,
let's start. So, the first thing that maybe we decided to split this presentation into different worlds. So first, about hydrogen water bottles, okay? What is important for you when you go to the market and looking for a hydrogen water device? What is important for you to know about this type of technology, correct?
Yeah.
Tego nie wiem, nie słyszałem.
Someone?
No somos nós.
Someone with the microphone, yeah. And the second part is what is completely different in CellPower from the other technologies, okay? So basically, the most important thing, I would say that when you are looking for a device that will be part of your health journey, that will produce something that you are going to ingest on a daily basis, the most important thing is, where does this product come from? Okay, who is the producer? Where is the factory? Is there someone behind it that created? Based on what? It is
more a copy.
Yeah, or is just a rebranding of something that already exists on the market in the market, produced in Asia. Okay, so this is, I would say, the first
tip.
Yeah, the first tip. So here, know the roots of your product. It's something that you are going to ingest on a daily basis. It's something that you're going to create the water that you are consuming. So I would say that know who is behind your product, know what is the technology behind the product. It's the number one rule, okay? And then we go into the hydrogen world.
Yeah.
Right, Nuno? Go.
Yeah, this is your
No,
I will produce.
So we know that hydrogen products have gained popularity in the past years, especially the past 2-3 years, with some kind of tablets or capsules or hydrogen water bottles or hydrogen inhalators. So the hype is huge. So now you need tools to know how to distinguish all these type of products. And here we already tested most of them, I would say all of them, tablets, other bottles, etc. We already used in our clinic with our clients here. So based on that experience, we can tell you some things that you need to know about this, okay? So it's not only about the hype, because as you are going to see, there is a tricky technology behind hydrogen production on water that you need to be aware of. And of course, here, the high quality of the technology is crucial, all right? So we talk about decoding hydrogen water bottles. This is the first topic. Now we are going to, if you go to the market go to Amazon, searching for hydrogen water bottles, you will find some for $40 in your case, $40, $50, maybe $80, $100. We know as a producers of this type of devices that to have a retail price of 50, 80 euros.
Rita, we can't hear you.
Yes.
Yes?
Ah, okay. But it's okay now?
Yes, now you're back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You mute me.
Yeah. Michelle, terrible for us.
Justin, don't blame me.
Since when? So basically now we are going to decode the hydrogen water bottles because we know as a producers that a bottle that has the retail price of $50, $80, the quality is quite limited because we spend a lot of money in high technology, in good membranes, good electrodes, good materials, and we are going to explain that now. No.
Yeah, so the way that we can produce hydrogen, usually in, I don't know, but 99%, we use the electrolysis process. So, of course, if you are looking for a bottle in the market, I say that 99%.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah, most of them is electrolysis process. So this is okay. So what we are doing now is, as Rita said, we are decoding. So we are telling you the, I don't know, 5, 7, 8 steps that it's important to know about when you want to buy a hydrogen bottle, okay? So first one, electrolysis. Okay.
This is okay. This is the same process that we use in CellPower.
Second one, this is really important. If you want to buy
yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to buy, another thing is very important to know is electrolysis have electric current. Okay. So we need it's very important to know how much the amount of this current that cross from one side to other side the electrodes. So this is really important. So check it. Really important. The voltage use it for electrolysis. Okay, should be on the label, or try to find. Don't buy anything until you know this value. That's really important. Okay. We
are just now mentioning the topics, but after we go deep into each one. Okay.
Okay. So another thing that's really important: type of electrodes. What kind of type? Usually, you have a lot of electrodes in the market. The best are platinum, titanium.
Yeah.
But we go more deep in the next slides. But this is also important to know. Electrodes, what kind of electrodes the bottle have, and the voltage. Another thing, and for me, it's really, really important also. All things that we are talking is really important because without that, it's impossible to create good water with hydrogen. Yeah.
High quality, pure hydrogen water.
Yeah. So another one is the quality of the membrane. This is really important. You have a lot of membranes in the market. You have fake membranes. You have, but we are here to teach you the way that you can see if it's a real membrane or not. I can tell you right now that one of the best in the market is DuPont. And you have, I don't know, but 90% of the bottles in the market, in the box, they say DuPont membrane. It's not possible because the DuPont membrane is more expensive than the values that they put in the market.
So the retail
so price. This is not make sense, okay?
And we were in China this year. Actually, Nuno is going to the factory tomorrow.
Yes.
To control the production of the new bottle. And we were there and we saw a lot of things in the labels of other brands because we visit many factories. And Nuno asked for, oh, do you have CE certification, or do you have this concentration of hydrogen? And the answer was like, no. The client asked for. So basically, we know how it works. So we asked for hydrogen probes or anything to measure hydrogen concentration, and they don't have in the factories. So it shows that it's not their focus to be as accurate as we are in this type of details that make the whole difference in a product. So when we see,
I think we had a study about 10 bottles.
Yeah.
7 don't produce hydrogen.
Yeah.
So look, sometimes we are spend 120, $80 in something that don't produce hydrogen. You see, look, it's not possible to produce, or if produce, because they are, I think is in the, you did it, or you have the study in the YouTube?
I have. We need to share. Yeah. And that's very important. If you are going to buy something to produce something, it's better to produce in high concentrations, at least considered therapeutic concentration.
Yeah, also, you know, China is amazing because we can produce everything there. And also we can produce a lot of fake things. And even in our factory, when I buy the membranes, or when I want to develop membranes, we create a deep link, and all the products for this production is me or someone that I trust that buy these products. I don't trust in anyone.
Directly from the source.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So the membrane is is another important factor to take in consideration, the quality of the membrane.
Okay, so
as we were saying, the hydrogen concentration, because some of the bottles,
if you are buying a bottle to produce hydrogen, should produce. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So this is a problem, because there are bottles that
the levels, or they don't
our idea today, you becomes masters of hydrogen. So you can understand everything. And you look, if you have a bottle that say that is the ppm, the concentrations of the hydrogen is 5,000 or 10,000, this is not possible. This is not possible. So if you buy a bottle, please send me this bottle, because it'll be amazing to have a bottle.
Very easy. It's something very easy to measure with, or a reagent, a hydrogen reagent that you can buy like
Amazon
for $20-$30. The blue drops that you can apply into the water and see if they react with hydrogen, if the water has hydrogen, or with the probe to measure. But we prefer the blue drops. Blue drops. It's very, very easy and simple to use. Do you remember in the swimming pools to check the chlorine? You have the reagent. It's the same, but with a different reagent in the hydrogen water. So hydrogen concentration is very important.
Yes.
Because we know that
another thing that is also important is, okay, we produce hydrogen. Okay, how long these hydrogens keep in the water? So the water with hydrogen, because I can produce, for instance, 1,000 ppm. Amazing. But after 10 seconds, I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that hydrogen is the smallest molecule. So
thin.
It will go away very, very, very easy. So easily. So make sure that the bottle produces hydrogen, but at the same time is able to contain it. Okay. And our bottle, we are going to talk about this later.
After. Now it's only the things, the tips that you should remind. If you want to buy a bottle, you should focus on it. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so another thing, this is for me is very, very important, because I hate to clean. I like to use the device, but when comes the time, the
maintenance and cleaning, it's not
for me, it should be very, very simple. So there are bottles in the market that are very, very complex to clean, because you need to do a lot of things. So this is another thing. So if you are like me, that don't like to spend time to clean things, this is another thing
Yeah.
is important. Okay, so Rita,
Warranty.
yeah, warranty is also important.
Yeah. Here, you know that you are buying from a company, an European company, so we offer 2 years of warranty on our products.
And you have office,
At least.
you have an address.
You know our face, so
Yeah, because we test, you know, we are in this world, hydrogen world, in bottles, this bottle. 10 years, we start like 10 years or in the bottles, because in the hydrogen we are before, but sometimes we buy to test, you know, bottles, and after, I don't know, but 2-3 weeks, the same office don't have this bottle.
never.
Nobody knows about this bottle. Oh, it's possible, it was not us. So
Yeah, it's better make sure that you have a trustable like company and brand. So warranty is very important.
Okay, another thing that I like to very, very much, because, you know, now you can have a lot of these people talk about us, but they are fake, they are spam, you know.
Yeah.
You can check, you can pick this some face.
Yeah.
Google pictures, check it.
Yeah, many brands and products, they use fake testimonials. But at the same time, this is very important for us because, let me say this product was created with a very specific goal. It was Nuno's idea to create this device based on a need. Basically, with his clients, Nuno realized that the missing link was the water. So he decided to improve the results, to start to look for the best way to produce the best water for human consumption. That was the idea. It was never to, oh, I'm going to create a product, because if that was the idea, we spent more than 7 years with hydrogen water bottles in our clinic with our clients. So to know what were exactly the results in different types of patients, different ages, different health conditions. So basically, the idea was not, oh, I'm going to create a product to go to the market. It was, I'm going to create a product to offer to my clients, so they can have good results, or at least they can improve the results that they already have. That's why testimonials in our case is very important, because our product was created based on testimonials. That's it. And the next one. Okay, so that's all. So these, I don't know, 5-6 tips. Yeah. This is that you should keep in mind. Yeah. If you want to buy a bottle, okay? I can tell you that maybe 70% of these tips, you don't have it in the market. So the people don't tell you. Yeah. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to explain each topic, and we are going to talk about CellPower hydrogen water bottle, okay? So the first thing, Nuno talk about electrolysis. Yeah. Electrolysis is a very complex, and I can tell you, okay, in the very simple way, it's a dirty process. Why is a dirty process? It's not because it's dirty, but because it can create things that you cannot imagine that you are creating. So sometimes you are not, it's very difficult to understand what you are creating with electrolysis, because it depends the water, it depends the electrodes, it depends the membrane. So you are create something, but it depends on the voltage. The voltage, of course. So with electrolysis, we can do, our goal is to create or produce hydrogen, because you split the water molecule, but around this, you create a lot of things. So this is what you need to focus now, because separate the molecule, everybody can do it. Yeah. Okay, it's easy. You have in the market. Okay, but after, you need something with quality. So this is the steps that you should do to have this quality in what you want is hydrogen. Okay,
So what is important? I don't know. I don't think it's important to understand electrolysis, you know, very, very well. I think it's not important for you to choose a bottle, but there are two things that I want to explain, only two things. So we are waiting for the slide. It's not this one, it's not this one.
It's this one. Yeah.
It's not this one, it's another one. Okay, another one, please. Okay, this is what I want that you understand about the electrolysis, okay? So what you have here, we have two electrodes,
yeah.
One and another one. These electrodes do something, and this one do another thing. So let's call this anode, okay? In anode, you produce oxygen and you produce protons and electrons, okay? In the other one, the cathode, you produce protons, it's a kind, let's understand like this. You produce something here, okay? And you want that something that you want here is some electrons, because here you have hydrogen like as a proton.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe complex.
We need to.
So what I need that something from here move to this so that I can create the molecule hydrogen. Okay, so I have something here that I can produce a lot of things, but I want something here that join to this hydrogen that is a proton that comes molecule hydrogen. Is okay?
What you have inside the bottle, basically, we have two plates.
Yeah, but this is important because to do this, I need a membrane, okay? A special membrane. And this membrane you have in the market. The name is PEM, Proton Exchange Membrane. So it's a membrane that play with the protons.
Mm-hmm.
You only need to understand this, okay? So I need this membrane for the things that I produce in this electrode. Forget it, the name is not important. I produce something here that I want to mix with this something that I produce here, but I want only this.
So
this membrane only allow to.
It's selective.
It's selective. Very well. Oh, Rita. Then only allow to cross what I want.
Yeah.
Okay. So after in this side, I have the molecule hydrogen.
Yeah. So the goal here is that you apply electrical current into the water, and the water suffer this process, okay, from the anode and the cathode, and between them they have a membrane. Okay. The goal here is to produce pure hydrogen water. The goal here is that after this process, the water that we are going to drink is pure hydrogen water. All the other byproducts and compounds that can be resultant from the electrolysis, they are not mixed in the water container.
Okay.
All right?
So what you have, don't remember this. We produce something that I need to produce, okay? But there are a small part of this that I'm producing that I want to move to here.
To the other side of the membrane.
To the other side of the electrode. Forget the membrane now. Mm-hmm. To come to this side where I have protons, hydrogen protons, so that I can link and I have molecular hydrogen. Okay? So, because I don't want the other things that I produce here, what I use, a membrane. You have in the market? Yes, you can buy in the Amazon, you can buy Alibaba, the PEM. PEM is a proton exchange membrane, and the best in the market is DuPont, okay? And it's expensive.
Yeah, very. So this is the technology.
Okay. So, Rita.
As Nuno was explaining, after this process, we have as a resultant hydrogen gas
Yes.
or
Yeah.
molecular hydrogen. Okay, so this is the final result that we have, and as you know, the gas can be dissolved into water. So this is the final product.
Yes.
From this technology, from this process called electrolysis.
Okay.
The next.
Because I already said that it's very complex, it's a dirty process. Here, I produce a lot of things that I don't want not only to cross this side, but I don't want in my bottle. So I need to find a way that never these products that we call unwanted products or byproducts don't mix with my water.
Yeah.
And find a way that
they are
gets away.
released in some other way. For instance, chlorine. Okay, this is something that you cannot control, because if you use water with minerals, these byproducts will be produced. So so this is something that you cannot control unless to use distilled water.
But at least very with a zero TDS.
Zero TDS, zero total dissolved solids, which it's not recommendable. So chlorine is one of the byproducts. Another thing important, electrolysis. You know, there are a lot of, and now I think it's important to talk about, to make a difference between two different devices. We have in the market ionizations, alkaline water
ionizers, okay? And you have in the market hydrogen
bottles. In this case.
Okay, they are completely different, because the goal of alkaline ionizer water, the goal is to produce alkaline or acidic water. Is not to produce hydrogen water. Is not the goal of this device. So this device, the focus is not to produce hydrogen water. They want to produce another thing that also have results, but it's another thing. They want to produce negative water. They want to produce a water with ORP negative. It's completely different, okay? So hydrogen bottle should be something that produce hydrogen water, but don't produce alkaline water. This is one goal of hydrogen bottles, okay? So this is not the focus. If you want to produce hydrogen water, you are not focused to produce alkaline water, okay? You are produce hydrogen water, and as we can see later, should be acid, okay? Should be less than 7.
Slightly acidic.
Yes.
That's very important to mention.
Okay, another thing.
pH is another topic. So, of course, another byproducts like trace contaminants. So everything that is in the water that you put inside your bottle, that is not oxygen and hydrogen, they will contribute to the production of another contaminants and chlorine and ozone and everything. And then we can move. Another thing.
Yeah, this is another problem. Do you remember when we talk about the quality of the electrodes? It's because of this, the metal leaching. This is a huge problem, water is amazing, but it's so strong that if you live near the sea, you can see the results of the water in your house. So look, you have a bottle that should have water all the days.
Exactly.
Electrodes 24 hours or maybe 8 hours or 12 hours in contact of water. If the electrodes are not good, what happens?
Metal leaching.
Yes.
Okay, this is very important because the electrodes are in contact with the water to do the process. So if the quality of the materials that are used to produce the electrodes is not high quality, This is one of the problems that you may find by using this type of bottles.
Okay.
So ozone production.
Ozone. Okay, so it's another thing that you should avoid.
Of course.
Of course. So these are all things that you can ask. Okay. So there are a lot of unwanted products that we need to deal, so that cannot mix in the water, so that our water that you will drink will be avoid all these unwanted products, because they are not good for us. So this should be a focus, and this should be all, you know, an idea. I hope you have now a global idea about electrolysis. Is amazing. We need electrolysis to produce hydrogen, but there are a lot of things that we produce, and you need to find a way. Don't mix these unwanted products with our water.
Nuno did two things to minimize these risks.
Another side.
The first thing, he decreased substantially the voltage. So we are using 1.8 volts. That is the lowest voltage that we know to produce
with our membrane. Yes.
To produce this process. The lower the voltage, the lower we don't have
the capacity to produce.
The capacity to produce byproducts or unwanted byproducts. The second is the quality of the membrane.
Wait. Okay, back again, please. Okay, so what is important for us was, okay, so our last bottle because the membrane also is and this is very special, our membrane of our last version, we need at least 5 volts. And with 5 volts, we had what? A tank. So our old bottle must have a tank to release all these products that we don't want it. But with the new version, with 1.8, we don't need more a tank. So we have a system, a air system configuration to work with these. So this is a huge evolution from the other bottles that you have in the market to avoid these products.
Yeah. So you minimize the production.
Yeah.
And you make sure that all the byproducts are released, so they are not in the water that you are going to drink.
So this is the best electrodes in the market. Okay. We are talking about platinum and titanium, but our electrodes, we put a little bit more, something more to be better than the other ones. Okay. So Rita.
Basically, the electrodes are platinum titanium, but they are also coated to make sure that, for instance, the metal leaching that we talked about,
to reduce 99% or more,
to avoid almost 100% that to occur.
Okay.
And
another one. So let's talk a little bit about our membrane. So we don't use DuPont. Why? Because we create better than DuPont.
An extra.
And now I can tell you that our membrane, you can use up 100 degree
up to 100 Celsius degree.
Celsius degree. DuPont only have 40. They say 60, but some experience that we did, 60, the quality of the water is not so good. So it's safe until 40, 50 degrees to use it. So our membrane up to 100 degrees.
This means that you can make
tea.
You can produce hydrogen water to make your tea or your coffee or baby milk or whatever. So it's up to 100 degrees. After that, you have vapor. But up to 100 degrees, you can use hot water, and you are sure that you are not going to damage your membrane. Okay?
Okay. Or yes.
Something.
So is a PEM? Yes. Back. Is a PEM? Yes, is a PEM. What means PEM? PEM means the way that works. Okay. Basically, PEM, the proton exchange membrane, is the way that the membrane works. We use the same concept, the same technology in our bottle, but we have a complete cavity separation. What is this? Is layers between the membrane to work to create special to improve the quality of this movement of the proton, you know. Another thing, we have airway design. Why? Because we don't need more the tank, because we don't produce so much unwanted product. So what you want, we have air system to remove or release all these products, okay? Should be in gas. Maybe sometimes due the quality of the water can be drops of water.
Yeah, a few drops.
But yeah, a few drops. There's water that we don't, yes. And it's okay. It's our brain. Okay, so hydrogen concentration. For us, it's really important. Why? Because we have, as Rita said, we have, we are not, this bottle was not a bottle to put in the market. This is a bottle that we need in our clinic. And this is so good, oh, let's put in the market. It's different. So we found that it's not only the hydrogen, because we already test, you know, 1,500, yes, 500, even 1,800 ppms, and the results, if you ask me, are the results was better? No. Why? Because there are two vectors or three vectors that are really important. Okay, it's not only the quality of hydrogen that is really important, but for the hydrogen have this quality, he needs an environment. Okay, and what is the environment? The pH, the RP, okay, and RH2. So these parameters should be in the special range so that you can have the hydrogen in high quality. This is what we found. So if you ask me, it's possible to have good hydrogen in alkaline water? Maybe, but I didn't found the way, okay? Maybe in the future someone can do it, but at this moment, is the best way that we can do is this way that we have. So pH should be
slightly acidic.
RH2 should be also less than 20. Amazing if you have RH2 about 10, 12. 5 will be amazing. We will have a surprise. And the ORP. ORP is really important. Why? It's the potential of redox.
Acid reduction.
The redox. So what happens here? If you have a ORP negative, the water is have the capacity to reduction. And this is really important. Okay. But if you ask me, if the water have 7,000 or minus 700 or minus 800, is good? It's not. Because react with hydrogen. And this is something that we don't want it. Okay? So these three vectors, the range of these three vectors is the way that you can create good hydrogen. When I'm talking about good hydrogen, we are talking about therapeutic effects of the hydrogen.
So basically, to conclude, more hydrogen doesn't mean that you'll have more results or better results. Okay, it's the ratio between the hydrogen concentrations and other properties on the water that are also altered by this mechanism, this technology, that will lead to the final result as an ideal water. All right. So basically, Nuno defined a ratio to produce this technology between pH, RH2, ORP, and hydrogen concentration. And next, hydrogen retention.
Yeah.
As we explained, it's very, very difficult to keep hydrogen in a container. Especially if you are producing hydrogen water. If you leave your bottle open in contact with air, most of the devices will lose all the hydrogen in less than 20 minutes. I would say 30 minutes.
We have a rule. So we usually we said to the people, talk about drink water after 10
up to 30 minutes.
30 minutes. But we had experience, yes.
Yeah, basically Nuno improved the technology in this new bottle to last up to 2 hours, the hydrogen into the water. And we actually had a good surprise that the hydrogen lasts 12 hours?
More, 24 hours.
24. So basically we did that with different type of containers. I mean, different amounts of water, and the results were amazing.
Yeah, we didn't expect it
which
at
means
all,
that
but
we are still testing to give you specific guidance, because a lot of people want to give this water to their kids.
Yeah.
So they want to produce hydrogen water in the morning, and then the kids can get the bottle, not this one, because we are going to have a new upgrade in this bottle where you can use a plastic bottle as a container and our base to produce the hydrogen bottle. So after, the plastic bottle can go with your kids to school. So we are still testing to know exactly what type of guidance we are going to give to our clients in terms of, you should drink this up to 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. But we have very good results in this new model. And the maintenance and cleaning is very easy. It was your request. So basically, you don't need to use any specific detergent or any specific product to clean it. You can use water, and if you want, a few drops of lemon to remove any odor or taste or whatever. So it's very simple and use. You don't need to change any membrane or filter. Everything that we are talking about, you don't need to change. It's not supposed to be changed in 1 or 2 or 3 years. This is not what we have. And now we are going to talk about the specific and unique features of this bottle.
Yeah, from now on, we are talking about things that our bottle have and the other bottles don't have.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one was a kind of
was based on our past experience.
And Rita told me, Nuno, please do something that, please. Okay, so
because we are using water, okay, and at the same time we are using an electrical device. So these two combined, maybe the result sometimes it's not ideal.
Always not ideal. They are not friends.
So Nuno created the first water-resistant hydrogen water bottle. So now, if a few drops of water affect the base, it won't be a problem.
Yeah.
I had a lot of clients in the past that they put the bottle on a wet surface or something like that, and suddenly
problems there.
Yeah, we had a lot of issues. So not anymore.
Have this feature can go to
So another feature.
You know why I don't like wire? So I say, okay, for the first time we have a wireless charge in the bottle. So you can put your bottle to charge, and after that is ready. You don't need to have cables and more cables with the bottle and so on. And what's the idea?
You still have the option to charge using a USB-C cable that is provided, but we are going to provide as well a wireless pad that you can use, and it's easy. Very easy to use. So
okay, another thing that we put in our bottle is chromotherapy. Of course, it's not chromotherapy for the water, but chromotherapy for us. So when you are producing the hydrogen water, you can also have this color therapy experience if you want, of course. So you can choose the color. We have a table that what color can do and so on, and you can choose the color. You can.
Nuno selected 7 different colors with specific intensities. So if you want to look at your bottle during the process,
at night, if you are in the room without light, it's amazing to have this shower of light.
And the next unique feature is something that we are going to.
Yeah, Lumivita. Lumivitae. Yeah, what is this? This is energy for life, basically. And what is this? So this is something that becomes our bottle different. And I would like to tell more is a device, it's not a bottle. You can use like a bottle, but it's more than this. So, and this is the first step that real becomes our bottle, completely different from the other ones in the market. So, water is life, yes? Yeah, everybody know that. Elon Musk is trying to go to the Mars.
to Mars.
To Mars, and the first thing is, let's look for water. If we have water there, also in the moon now, the Indian are looking if there are water in the other side of the moon, the dark side of the moon, and water is life. So if water is life, there are something that brings life to water, or there are something that is a source of life, or is the water is a source of life? In my point of view, I think the sun are in this business, okay? So water is amazing because the sun. So the sun gives something to the water, very special, that create life. So if this is true, why don't put the sun in our bottle? So what is Lumivita or Lumivitae? Here's the range of wavelength that the sun do amazing jobs in this planet. Let me explain. Do you know a plant? If you
water your plant,
you water a plant, what happens 2-3 years? You have a huge plant only with water, and you have matter. So water and sun create matter. This is life, okay? If this is life is so amazing, why don't have this in our bottle to put this energy in the water?
So now we are not only talking about hydrogen, we are talking about way more than that.
Yes.
This is a technology that is included in the lid of the bottle. So as Nuno explained, is a radiation.
It's a wavelength.
A wavelength with a specific wavelength. That is the wavelength of the sun that affects the water.
Photosynthesis.
The photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
That with these two combined, you are able to produce life, matter.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So this is a feature of the lid of the bottle.
What you have more? Because Rita, we are talking about oxidation, reduction. This is our concept, okay? So what is life? Life is oxidation when I need energy. So I spend energy, so I need to recover my energy. How can I recover? With reduction, okay? So it's the same, very similar what happens in the electrolysis. What we are doing, oxidation, reduction, change. This is life, okay? So if I need energy, I need to oxidation. And what I need to oxidation? Oxygen. The name? Okay. When I need to reduction, what I need hydrogen to reduction. So, you know, the game between hydrogen and oxygen is the game of life, okay? So what we put also in our lid, oxidation, if you need energy, and reduction, if you need to recover. Yeah. So this is the frequencies to create this kind of information in the water, okay? Another one. Yes, another one. Okay, so the lid
can work as a standalone, basically.
Yeah. So we put so many things in the lid that I say, oh, so many things only to the bottle. No, let's do more than this. So what is amazing is the lid can work standalone. And to do what? To send the same radiation, the same wavelength from the sun in raw food. For instance, in the apple, in the banana, you can shower with this amazing radiation.
Nuno's idea was to recover the original vital energy of the raw food. So
Yeah.
for instance, if you pick up an apple from the tree, you know that is the vital energy is huge comparing to an apple from the supermarket. So basically, using this lead, you can recover the original vital energy of raw food.
Yeah.
Fruits and vegetables.
It is.
And
okay, so
we have the sun.
we have the sun, we have the water, but we are in this amazing planet, and there are something special for me in this planet. Okay, is the magnetic field. Magnetic field for me is really important. It's something that makes sense for me. Is part of life, this life that we have. Okay, so wow, maybe we can mimic this magnetic field in our bottle. Will be amazing. Okay, so in the lid I have so many things. Let's put on the base of the bottle. So amazing, because I have the base, my planet, I have the water, source of life, and I have the sun to go energy of everything. So that's all. We have a magnetic field in our bottle.
So basically you have water, hydrogen water, under the magnetic field of the earth, under the effects, and touched by
the sun.
The sun.
The sun is the father of life. The magnetic field is the mother of life, and life is water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is important, because I don't believe in the electromagnetic fields in the way because I think it's very difficult to deal with these electromagnetic fields. But I believe 100% in magnetic fields. Natural magnetic fields. So what you have in our bottle is not electric magnetic field, but magnetic field.
We have real magnets, natural-like magnets.
In the very special space to mimic the same magnetic field that we have in our beautiful planet.
Nuno designed the positions of the magnets to create
3 times. Yeah, we hope 3 times the mold.
Exact type of field that you want.
Yeah. And well, is the concept of our bottle is more than a bottle. It's a device that follow the rules
of
the way that you create life. This is our goal.
Yeah, we usually say that is more than a bottle, is a microcosm, because you can create like a unique environment inside the bottle.
Yeah.
That will affect the water that is produced, and then the water that you will consume after all.
Yeah, the idea was one of the most simple gesture is drink water like this. This is amazing for me. This is so deep. Maybe you don't realize that, but do this to drink water is so deep. So I don't know. And what I wanted to do with this bottle is the same gest that you do when you drink water from a river. Yeah.
The same effects, at least.
Everything, the shape, the feelings, the
experience,
everything.
Okay,
so.
Okay, Michelle.
Hello.
Michelle.
Hello.
Hello.
The amazing voice of Michelle.
Yeah.
Radio voice.
Funny. Thank you so much for this amazing, always highly inspiring, very concise presentation of this amazing wonderland that you have created. We have some questions that people have written in about. So we're going to, if you have 10 minutes, is it okay if I share some of these questions with you?
Of course.
Okay, so some people are asking why plastic, what kind of plastic it is, and is it toxic?
Rita.
No, of course it's not toxic. This was one of the first things, one of the most important things that we consider. We were between, okay, glass or plastic. But the thing is that based on our past experience, once again, you will have a lot of problems with glass bottles. They will break. All the time we will face problems, and they are truly heavy. So one of the things that we decide, okay, we are going to plastic, but we are going to choose the best plastic for this. So it's Triton. It's basically the same that are that is used.
We use in medicine.
Yeah.
For sterilization and so on. So it's not a standard plastic. It's a plastic that we use in the medicine world. Okay.
Yeah.
We use in the
they used to produce baby bottles.
Yeah.
So it's completely safe. It's more than it's BPA free. No,
it's more than this. It's more than BPA
this.
free, BPS free. It's more than this.
It's highly resistant. It's durable.
It's transparent.
It's transparent.
The taste and the dirty, how do you say?
The impurities.
Não, quando fica uma nódoa.
The textures.
Nódoa.
The stains.
The stains also.
So it was the best material considering all what we have on market, and it doesn't. The degradation is none. Over time. So consider that you are only going to use water inside it, and it also tolerates high temperatures. That was very important because we are going to use maybe water to produce tea or coffee at high
and also very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
If you show me a bottle with one in the box with Triton, it's impossible.
Yeah
Totally. Okay, that was a wonderful answer. Thank you very much. There's an interesting question here that says, when introducing light to molecular hydrogen, what happens to the molecule, and how does Dr. Nuno Nina address it with his design?
When introducing lights, like the chromotherapy?
I think people are asking about the chromotherapy and if that has an effect in any way on the hydrogen molecule.
Is independent. We already tested. Is it completely independent? So we can create what water you want. Is hydrogen water, and the kind of frequencies of the light don't affect this production.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
Neither the retention, not doesn't affect the production. Neither the retention of hydrogen.
Okay. Another question. What is the ORP reading after activation?
Well. At this moment, we have the range of ORP is minus 400 between 400, minus 400 and minus 500 is our ORP.
Okay.
All of these values will depend on the water that you are going to use.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Someone's concerned about their carbonated water and would like to know if they can hydrogenate the water and then carbonate the water. Will it hold the same effect?
After you produce hydrogen water, you carbonate the water?
Yes.
Please don't do that.
Thank you. Did you see that? I won't call names, but I hope you're answering that question. You're reading that question. No, not do that. Please don't do that.
Why? That's the question.
Why would you do that? So, and people are asking, about the tap water situation, which I think that you all already cover quite a lot of the time. Like, why not just regular tap water?
Yeah, that's a problem. Tap water is potable water. It's not good water or health water. Okay, it's completely different. So you have chlorine, you have a lot of things, you have fluor, you have a lot of things that I don't think it's, yes.
People ask us, it will damage the bottle. That's not even the question. It will damage you, not the bottle. That's the main issue. We are looking for the best, the healthiest water possible. So, of course, if we are going to use tap water, but with filters, with good filters, that's perfectly okay. It doesn't need to be bottled water. You can use filtered water. But the thing, as Nuno was saying, that tap water has a lot of things that we don't want to ingest.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. So it's
Nuno has nothing to say about that.
Yeah, no.
That's a whole other lecture.
Let me tell you, this is a problem, definitely. And your question is real good, because here in Portugal, we have a problem. We have amazing water. And this is a real problem because it's something that I never think about that. So because I went to the supermarket and I can buy amazing water, but what we are realize is around the world, you don't have the same water that we have here. So we are, okay, I can tell you, we are work now on a solution or to find a solution so the people that don't have this amazing water to buy can have at least a good water to use in our bottles.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it, okay?
But until then,
you have the Rita, you have the...
You have good water filters, okay?
Yeah.
And then you can use tap water after.
After filter.
After they pass through the water filter, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it's true. So you have good, as Rita said,
carbon filters.
Yeah, we have good filters in the market.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. There's quite a lot of questions pertaining around the membrane, and they're all the same kinds of questions asking if the membrane has to be changed. How often does the membrane have to be changed?
Well, we produced a membrane for how much cycles? 70?
For 7 years.
Yeah, we produced the membrane for 7 years.
Yeah.
So I think that until then
we have the new version.
we will have new versions of this.
By then, of course.
But this product is built to last. It was not something that to last a few months or 2 or 3 years. It was built to last.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, I think there was a lot of repeat questions that I think were answered a lot on this call. Oh, David's asking for just a very quick, concise, why do people need hydrogen? Why do people need therapeutic molecular hydrogen?
Very good question. Rita, on the stage. Yeah.
Nuno has an amazing concept. One of the first things that I learned from Nuno was that everything in the universe works based on the sine function, like this, okay? Everything that you can imagine. Your relationship with your parents, your health,
your work,
everything is a yin-yang, everything is ups and downs in life. And then when you look into this hydrogen world, you can see that you have oxidation and reduction, correct? Oxidation, that's why Nuno said in the informational field, we have oxidation. We need oxygen, of course. We need oxidation to have energy, but we also need hydrogen to reduce, to recover, okay? And the problem nowadays is that we have a lot of oxidation, but we don't have enough reduction, all right? And this is where hydrogen will help. And the effects that you will notice, because after you'll get into this perfect cycle, okay, of oxidation and reduction, you will realize that you sleep better, your skin, your hair is different.
You have energy in the morning.
If you recover in the best way, you will oxidize in the best way. Do you understand? So if your reduction process is done properly, your oxidation process will give you a lot of energy. So you will wake up with energy, you will sleep better. And of course, in some disease models, you'll have effects, anti-inflammatory effects, you have anti-aging effects, you have effects on weight loss, diabetes, hypertension. This is not something that we are telling, it's something that is already proved by scientific studies in humans. So of course, because you are getting back to the source of health, you are back to basics. So if you fulfill this basic process, you will have results in all type of health conditions. And I think this is how hydrogen is important and can help in our daily lives.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And a lot of the other questions, we are preparing a really concise FAQs, which we'll be compiling in your educational materials. So fear not. Feel free to let us know any questions you feel like should be included on that. But I think that we're going to be extremely thorough. And I'd love to thank Nuno and the beautiful Rita.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Michelle.
Good evening with all of this wonderful information.
Thank everybody.
Yes. And we have another information call at 8 p.m. this evening. It will be a recording from one of our previous calls, as our lovely Taryn is out of action just for today. But there will be a recording.
She's recovering. She's under hydrogen treatment to recover properly.
Recovery. I can hear the bottle beeping continuously in the next room. So, we live the protocol. But yes, thank you so much.
It's part of life. It's part of life, ups and downs.
Ups and downs, reduction,
It's
right?
what amazing in life.
It is.
That becomes life fun.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much again, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.